Hi guys, welcome back to Gamescom. We're in the EA Lounge. I'm talking to Nick Channon from EA Sports. Good to see you again, Nick. How are you? Since we spoke last at E3, you've announced some pretty exciting things for FIFA 15. Yep. One of which, as a Crystal Palace fan, I'm particularly excited about because I never.
The second person to say that now about Palace.
Oh really?
Yeah.
My team never gets the love that I feel it deserves. But now, Selhurst Park and indeed all 20 Premier League stadiums are going to be fully realised in FIFA. I mean, how exciting is that? For me, that's awesome, but for you guys to finally be able to deliver that kind of authenticity for the Premier League must be awesome.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think, to do something like this, it's the most popular league in our game, which is great. To bring a level of content, we've never done anything on this scale before, so have all 20 stadiums. We actually had 8 in the game already, so there's now 12 more, which, again, we've never done that number of new stadiums in 1 year. We've actually gone out and scanned the heads as well. There's over 200 new ones, so you get scanned heads from Crystal Palace as well. So I think that these things combine, but it's not just that. We've got the broadcast overlays as well, which look spectacular. And what's been really nice is we've actually been able to get audio from a lot of games as well, which really has helped add to the atmosphere, the feeling, the emotion of the game, which is incredible.
So able to give us just a little brief insight in what that involves logistically, like how did it all go down? How did you contact the Premier League clubs, and what do you have to do to go out? And is it like a one-day job? You go there with some cameras and scans and stuff, or how long does it take to get all this information into the game?
Two different things. I mean, we go out and we do the stadiums, separately, and then go out and we can scan them or pictures and go out and get as much reference as we can. So that's a day, and then they get created. And then from a head point of view, we go out, we set up, we have this amazing rig. You may have seen some videos where sort of 360 degree of cameras. They set up generally at the training ground for the teams. They come in, it's about 3 minutes per player. They come in, get their pictures taken, and that's we create the heads from there. And that level of the assets that we can then create allows us to create heads that just look fantastic.
And even some of the teams themselves have been getting quite excited about this. I saw Stoke City's Twitter account and quite a few other Premier League teams tweeting, look, Britannia Stadium's in FIFA, it's awesome. Yeah. I mean, it's just incredibly exciting to finally be able to get that level of detail. And like you said, the overlays as well, it looks exactly like Sky Sports, kind of the white graphics. I mean, as a man who likes to just sit there on Sunday and watch 4 hours of football in a row, for me, it's just incredibly exciting.
That's great, yeah. I mean, that's what we wanted, and I think it's it's been a great. I mean, for us on the team, we couldn't be more excited. To be able to bring this to the Premier League, and I think. It's just great to be able to do it.
And you've got referees in there as well. I saw Chris Foy.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the names in there. We've got the sort of likenesses through sort of our sort of created heads. We don't have scanned heads for the referees this year, but the names are in there, and they make them look as close as we can.
And one of the biggest things that it seems to be for FIFA 15 is getting that authenticity, but also the emotion of the game, getting the feeling of the game kind of nailed on. We just talked about visually how that's going to be achieved. You mentioned you've been recording audio inside the stadiums as well, so what kind of songs can we expect to see? Any famous ones? Can we expect to hear Chelsea chanting about Steven Gerrard slipping up maybe? No,
I mean, we keep them sort of E-rated, if you like. There's obviously chants we can't put in the game, clearly, and we're very careful about that, but I think you hear the iconic chants that we can show from all the major teams. Makes a huge difference. But we've also worked on the intelligence of the crowd this year, so I think that's really changed the game, not just in the Premier League, across the entire game. And we have put new content in for other leagues as well. And I think that what you see is you can start to feel the atmosphere build as the game becomes more exciting. The emotion changes on the pitch. It also changes in the crowd and then with the sound, and it creates that atmosphere that I come to love about watching football. It's incredibly intense. Whilst other sports don't really have the home and away thing, which we have in football, which we wanted to really take advantage of to create that incredible atmosphere. We have that big game atmosphere, but then other games won't feel as big because that's not every game's the same, right? So.
And leading on then, what from a gameplay vantage point, what have you done there to kind of heighten that tension in key areas of a game, maybe in the last minute or in a crucial crunch semi-final or something?
So, I mean, the big one is the celebrations. We now have all 10 men celebrations, so if it's a big goal in a big game, you'll see everyone come coming to celebrate. You'll also see the reactions of the players. They'll react differently in different situations. They understand the context of the game. So again, it's just helping you get that sort of emotive reaction yourself of things that you would see on TV coming through when you're playing the game.
And talking about the physics of it as well, that's always been a huge aspect of FIFA. And with we had the momentum engine from FIFA 14. How's that evolving in FIFA 15, and what new stuff is in there?
Yeah, so the impact engine. So I think that the thing that we're most pleased with this year, and the reaction we're getting from fans, we've had more fans playing our game earlier than ever this year, which is great. We've been getting lots and lots of feedback. It's just the feeling of the game. So, and I think that's really down to three key things. We've completely rewritten our dribbling system. Gives you more fidelity of control. We can now get the footedness of the players, so more authenticity, more personality. Gives you that really nice, feeling of control. We've also worked very, very hard on the agility, that's the quick turns, that feeling of explosiveness. We obviously got quite a bit of feedback last year that the game at times felt a little bit unresponsive. So that feels fantastic, both with and without the ball. Defending now, don't always have to rely on contain. You can keep up with the attackers. And then finally, we also rewrote our physics, the ball physics on the ground. So we're preserving the spin of the ball. We're maintaining it as it goes from foot to foot, which actually has a profound effect on the feeling and the fluidity of passing. So those three things together really make the game feel very, very different, and that's the feedback that we're hearing.
Fantastic. Well, it's been awesome to speak to you again, Nick. Thanks so much. The game's looking amazing. I can't wait to play as real life Scott Dan and Jason Punch, and you probably have no idea who they are. I do, and it's really exciting. Make sure you stay tuned to your channel. We've got absolutely loads of stuff coming up from Gamescom all through the week.